Speak again, and I'll shut you up, the biker snarled, slamming his palm on the diner table. The old man didn't flinch. He simply looked down at his scrambled eggs. Quiet, dignified. The room went still. Coffee cups froze mid-air. Forks paused halfway to mouths. The air smelled of bacon, but the stench of humiliation was louder. The veteran sat alone, his green jacket faded, chest decorated with modest medals and patches that told a lifetime of sacrifice. He wasn't bothering anyone. He had politely asked the biker to lower his voice. Just a quiet request after the man had been shouting obscenities across the restaurant. And for that, he was now being humiliated. The biker was massive, covered in tattoos, with a vest that screamed rebellion and sunglasses that made him feel invincible. He leaned over the table, veins bulging, fists clenched like he expected applause. "Old man's got jokes, huh?" He laughed, looking around for backup. No one said a word. Even the waitress, who had been refilling coffees all morning, backed away nervously. The veteran didn't respond. Not because he was scared, but because he had nothing to prove. He had seen real war. He had fought for the freedom that allowed even punks like this to run their mouths. But this was just another battle in silence. Then the bell above the diner door jingled. Boots, polished, heavy, marching straight across the linoleum floor like they had a purpose. Heads turned, and in walked a man in full military uniform, mid-30s. Bronze star glinting on his chest, eyes sharp, posture rigid. He scanned the room and zeroed in on the scene. The biker didn't notice him at first. He was too busy flexing over the veteran's table, sneering. "What's the matter, soldier boy? Can't take a little heat?" But now the room had shifted. Conversations died. All eyes were on the man in uniform who was walking. No storming straight toward the confrontation. The uniformed man stopped beside the booth. His voice was calm but razor-sharp. "Is there a reason you're screaming at a man who earned the right for you to even sit here?" The biker turned, startled. "What's it to you?" The officer stepped closer. "That man you're disrespecting wore the uniform before either of us. You don't have to thank him, but you sure as hell don't get to disgrace him." The biker scoffed, but something changed in his face. The room's silence was now deafening. People were standing, phones were filming. Even the cook stepped out from the kitchen. The officer pointed to the veteran's jacket. "Battle of Fallujah, 82nd Airborne. That patch doesn't come from a store. That kind of bravery." He looked the biker dead in the eye. "Is something you'll never understand." The biker stammered. His mouth opened, but no words came out. He looked around again, but the crowd wasn't with him anymore. He wasn't the alpha now. He was the coward in the corner. Then came the final blow. The officer turned to the veteran and saluted. Crisp, clean. The veteran looked up slowly, surprised, then rose, despite his limp, and returned the salute with quiet pride. That single moment silenced the entire diner. The biker, red-faced, mumbled something under his breath and stormed out, his ego dragging behind him. The bell above the door rang again, this time with the sound of justice. The officer sat down beside the veteran. "Mind if I join you, sir?" The old man smiled. "Only if you're hungry." The two men ate together, brothers in arms, decades apart, one representing history, the other its living proof. And around them, the diner slowly came back to life, not with noise, but with respect. No one clapped, no one cheered, but the energy had changed. Something sacred had been restored. Because real strength doesn't shout. It stands, and it salutes. Before we wrap up, we'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments, and let's see how far this story has reached. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.